Hello, beautiful human. I've been reading a super interesting and curious book by Rick Rubin, The Creative Act, A Way of Being. I'm on page 305, two-thirds of the way through the book, and this chapter has to be my favorite chapter of the entire book so far. I'm going to read it to you, and I'm going to let you know why I think that this is one of the most powerful chapters within the entire book and how it applies to leaders, founders, but actually any human being. Yeah. And so 24/7, staying in it. This is the name of the chapter. The artist's job is never truly finished. In many occupations, when we go home, we leave our work behind at the office. The artist is always on call. Even after we get up from hours engaged in our craft, the clock is still running. Now, here, what I love to do is when he separates business from being an artist, I love to apply the concept of being an artist to business and the level of creativity and expression that is required in business to create this thing out of nothing that is in service of others, but creating it in a way that is most true and aligned to you. And so, even after we get up from hours of engagement in our craft, the clock is still running. This is because the artist's job is of two kinds: the work of doing and the work of being. Creativity is something you are, not only something that you do. It's a state of being. It's actually our most innate state of being because creativity is a state of openness, expansiveness. Yeah. It's a way of moving through the world every minute, every day. If you're not driven to an unrealistic standard of dedication, it may not be the path for you. This goes for the business owner. This goes for the yoga practitioner. This goes for the breath worker. This goes for any human that is actually here to be human and meeting life. Yeah. There is a dedication to the quality of being as a human being because everything that a human does is creativity, from the movements that get made with a hand to the words that get spoken. You know, so much of the artist's work is about balance. So it's ironic that the way of life leaves little room for it. Once you acquiesce to the demands of the creative life, it becomes a part of you. Even in the midst of a project, you still look for new ideas each day. At any moment, you're prepared to stop what you're doing to make a note or a drawing or capture a fleeting thought. It becomes second nature. And this is something that I experience a lot with the work that I'm doing and the business that comes through in creation to find a better way to deliver greater value, but in a way that is true and aligned here. So it doesn't feel like I'm just doing it this way so that it's better for everyone else. What's going to be better for everyone else is if I do it in a way that feels supernatural and true to me as well. And we're always in it every hour of the day. There isn't any moment where we're not being human, and therefore there isn't any moment that we get to switch this off. We get to switch being aware of or presence of or whatever else it might be, right? And so staying in it means a commitment to remain open to what's around you, paying attention and listening, looking for connections and relationships in the outside world. And also, I would say, internally, noticing the connections between things that are playing out in how that is arising here within my awareness, seemingly within me, is also arising in the same space that which is arising outside of me. That which arises outside of me is arising within awareness, and that which is arising within me is arising within awareness. So it's all arising within the same space that is awareness, that is you as awareness. And so looking for these connections and relationships in the outside world, searching for beauty, seeking stories, noticing what you find interesting, what makes you lean forward, lean in. And knowing all of this is available to use next time you sit down to work, where the raw data gets put into form. There is no telling where the next story, painting, recipe, or business idea is going to come from. Just as a surfer can't control the waves, artists are at the mercy of the creative rhythms of nature. This is why it's of such great importance to remain aware and present at all times, watching and waiting. And there is so much going on constantly. It's the mind that's wanting to stay with the things that are familiar, but also love something that's constantly new. And if we allow ourselves to remain present, then everything outside of our awareness or everything that isn't our awareness is transient. So it means that it's coming and going, which means there's a lot going on, which means if we're with that and present to that, there's a whole wonderland that's playing out for us. Yeah. Anything else I want to say on that? In summary, staying in it. Yeah. I feel like this is a human's superpower when we come to realize that we couldn't ever not be here. You could get in a plane and go to the other side of the world, and you'd say, "I'm still here." So we couldn't ever not be here. But for us to live and walk the steps of this life of a human with a level of intentionality and a level of discipline that isn't hardcore hustle culture discipline, but is more of a discipline akin to what Zen-based Buddhism speaks to, a discipline to remain here, even if the beautiful mind simply does what the mind is designed to do, which is to be in tomorrow or be in yesterday. And so, can we stay here, stay present to even the thoughts that are going there, just noticing how everything is a source of potentiality. Everything is a source of communication that can inform whatever it is that we're going to have run through us and into the world in the form of art, the traditional sense of art, and in the form of business, which is also art. The ideas are everywhere around us. Let your business be art. Enjoy the full spectrum of what it is to be a human being, which includes all of it. Here for it all. I think I'm done now. Oh, funny, funny. It's funny being a human. Who made this game up? What a game. Pointlessness. The point of it all is the pointlessness to it all. Yet to still show up and navigate and be here for it all. What a beautiful game. What a beautiful life. If you want to buy the book, boom, all done.